I want to bench press 160 kilos. My current record is 155 kilos. I'm currently in week 4 of a 6-week bench press training program. In 2 weeks it's showtime and I'm gonna try 160 kilos. But let's delve a little deeper into the art of the bench press. I think bench press is one of those lifts in a gym that almost everyone knows about. It's one of those all-time classic exercises. And it's interesting, it being such a popular exercise, a majority of people don't really understand the lift fully, myself included. Of all the basic compound lifts in the gym, squat, deadlift, overhead press and even pull-ups, I would say bench press is the most difficult to perfect. There is a lot of technique and tips to optimize performance. It's a whole lot more than just laying flat on a bench and then press a bar up and down. First of all, what is a bench press? A lot of people would simply just guess that it's an arm exercise. You're laying down and pushing a bar up and down after all. Now, bench press primarily trains your chest. Secondary, you train your triceps. It trains your shoulders a bit, and when done correctly, you also engage your legs, creating something called leg drive. So when done correctly, almost your entire body is engaged in some way during the lift. And due to its rather complicated nature, it's kinda easy to also get lost in the details. And that's where I'm at right now. I've been trying to become a better bench presser, trying to incorporate new techniques, switching out certain small details. First, let's just have a quick look at some bench press cues and tips in this video right here.
You want to lie flat on the bench with your head back behind the bar, and you want to squeeze your shoulder blades together, keeping them in this retracted position. You want to lift your hips up high while thinking about pulling your shoulder blades to your butt. Now you want to make sure you have your wrist joints stacked, and you can optionally use the cue to bend the bar, which will activate your upper back muscles to help maintain tightness. So you want to drop your elbows down at a 45-degree angle. The elbows shouldn't be too far out in front of the bar. You want to touch your chest just below nipple level. You can also think about pushing the floor away from you with your feet to help initiate that leg drive.
As you might have noticed, there's a lot of things to think about. The editing I did is a bit unfair. Nippard makes awesome videos, but I think you catch the drift. There's a lot of stuff happening in a bench press. And as someone who wants to get better, it's really easy to try to educate yourself and try a bunch of new small cues and tricks. What has happened now though is that I feel completely lost all of a sudden. I've been thinking too much, watching too many videos, reading too much how others do it. I've gone a bit too much off the road if I'm supposed to be able to maximize my performance in 2 weeks. And I generally think this can be a bad thing when working out. Spending too much time and energy chasing optimization. It can easily creep into your mind and making you unsure of your performance. It's a balancing act. Of course, you should strive to get better, but it's no good getting stuck chasing perfection. Perhaps the good old 80-20 mindset is the best way to go, doing the majority of things right. Perhaps it's better focusing on the big things you're doing wrong. And one of the biggest tips I can give you is recording yourself every now and then when exercising. Sometimes it feels alright in your hand, but when you get a look at yourself, you realize some things are way off. Case in point, I had bench pressed for a couple of years. Thought I did a good job, I could increase the weights, and I felt like everything was dandy. When I started recording footage for the Trainerds channel, I started noticing how awfully crooked I was when bench pressing. In my mind, I was laying perfectly in the center of the bench. Thanks to doing this for a long while, I have gained some small imbalances in the lift. I mean, just look at how crooked these lifts are. And this comes from me laying too much to the left on the bench. I have worked very hard the last couple of months trying to reroute my brain of lying in the real center of the bench. It feels so strange. Now, when I'm truly in the middle of the bench, it feels like I'm gonna fall off to the right any second. It feels like I'm lying right on the edge. But this was one of the big things I really needed to fix. And I should have that as my main focus. I think this will give me a great improvement in the end. But to also try and change 100 other minor things, is what has left my mind feeling a little lost. Lying straight on the bench and getting a straight lift will probably give me a better result than trying to move my hands 2 millimeters or figuring out which way of tying my shoes will give the best result. I think you catch my drift. Do the big things right and don't get stuck in details. And that's why I had to do this video. To write down, analyze myself and remind myself and you all that overthinking can be an enemy sometimes. I shouldn't be changing techniques right now. I should just dig down and getting some good workouts done before I attempt the 160 kilos in 2 weeks. All this back and forth in my head has made me unsure in the lift. Thankfully, I've done some other training in the gym where I wasn't stuck in my own mind thinking about every part of the execution. So let's take a look at some training highlights from this week.
12 is the number to beat. Oh, lightheaded. Bad idea not to breathe.
You've got 20. Lucky 21. Yeah.
Oh, crap. Oh my God. We ran 6 kilometers last night and leg day today.
Awesome!
Great planning. This guy knows his planning. Oh fuck. My ass. My legs.
What a wonderful ass though.
Oh, look at it.
Look at it. Oh, that ass.
Oh.
Penguin.
What?
Penguin.
Yeah.
Ever since undergoing surgery on her wrist a couple months ago, Teresa has had troubles using her hands fully. The last couple of weeks she has started to be able to use the hand more and more. And she busted out a couple of regular push-ups and then also 25 of these elevated push-ups, which is insane. Yeah, the comeback is brewing, all right.
That was impossible a couple of months ago.
Yes.
Yes. The hand is getting better. Fuck. Damn. It's insane. Yes. The improvements though.
Whoa.
That's fucking insane.
Det var tufft.
As it should be. Ja. Fuck yes. That's awesome. Come on. Woo! Oh! Crazy. I mean, there's nothing to hold on to. Madness.
Okay, we're only 2 weeks out from me trying to do a 160 kilo bench press. I think I can do it if I just stop focusing on the wrong things. If I manage to get 80% of the lift right, I think I got it. I can feel your guys' support and I thank you all so much. A big special thanks to the Trainerds, Patreon and members for your continued support of this big journey. Hopefully, I will make you all proud in 2 weeks. Now, I just need to shut off my brain for a bit and stop thinking about every damn little detail that can go wrong and start focusing on getting the majority of them right. Wish me luck. And before I leave, I just want to tell you that you are awesome. Woohoo!